My name is Priscilla Koirala, and this poster is on the increased sensation in response to the sight or sound of running water in individuals with overactive bladder. There are no affiliations to disclose. Our research was supported by the following funds and grants. Audiovisual stimuli, such as the sight or sound of water, can trigger urinary urgency in some individuals with overactive bladder. However, there is limited research regarding the effects of such stimuli on the sensation of bladder fullness. The objective of this study was to test the hypothesis that the sight and sound of running water causes heightened sensation of bladder fullness in individuals with overactive bladder compared to those without overactive bladder. Participants were recruited for an oral hydration study. Prior to starting the oral hydration protocol, the participants were asked to complete an international consultation on incontinence questionnaire. Participants were divided into overactive bladder and non-overactive bladder groups according to their response to the question of how often they rushed to the toilet. Participants also completed a standardized trigger survey, which asked how often the sight or sound of running water makes them rush to the toilet. After completion of the surveys, the participants were asked to complete 3 bladder fill and void cycles. Each participant drank 2 liters of Gatorade G2 during fill 1, and then replaced the volume voided by drinking an equivalent volume of water during the beginning of fill 2 and fill 3. During the filling, participants recorded bladder fullness on a sensation that measured sensation on a scale of 0 to 100. Once the participants reached 50% sensation during fill 1 and fill 3, the participant watched a video which consisted of sights and sounds of various audiovisual stimulus which served as the trigger. The percent change in sensation from the prior to the video and end of the video was calculated for each group. Statistical analysis was done using Fisher's exact test. The results of the trigger survey showed that individuals with overactive bladder reported heightened responses to sensation of urinary urgency in response to the sight of sound of running water. The results of the trigger video showed that there was an increase of greater than 30% in sensation of bladder fullness after watching the video in participants with overactive bladder. Analysis looking at the correlation between the trigger survey and the trigger video results showed sensation increase of greater than 30% during the trigger video was significantly associated with greater survey scores for the sight or sound of running water. In conclusion, the result of this study suggests that participants with overactive bladder may have heightened sensation due to audiovisual stimuli of water compared to individuals without overactive bladder. Furthermore, the use of environmental triggers in non-invasive hydration protocol may help identify an overactive bladder subgroup affected by environmental triggers. Further research is needed to understand the effects of environmental triggers on bladder sensation in individuals with overactive bladder. Thank you.